Hi guys, I am sitting in my car to do this video because I just dropped my kids off with my mom and they're gonna have a few hours with grandma, and mommy is coming home to have some mommy time, and I'm gonna take a nap and then I am going to clean my house. And I was thinking about the housework that needs to get done, and I'm not super behind. I don't have tons to catch up on, but you know how it is. There's always housework to be done. And I was thinking about this past week, and there have been a lot of times when I have had to tell my kids, no, I won't play with them because I needed to do housework. Or a couple of times, like maybe twice in the last week, I've needed to do some self-care. And I was just thinking about the way that my generation of moms, I'm guessing this probably happened to every generation of moms. Like, probably my mom was given this advice and probably my grandma was given this advice, but older moms always tell younger moms, the housework will wait. Play with your kids while you can, while they're little. And while that is true, I think it has been overdone to the extent that some of us, myself included, are working ourselves into complexes, like guilt complexes, just emotional complexes, because house care is a form of self-care, and it is also a form of family care. You're taking care of your family by keeping your house clean. And it is a necessary thing. You do have to do housework. At some point, you can't just play with your kids 24/7. That's a nice thought, but then at some point you wake up and you realize we need clean underwear. And we are walking across, Cheerio crumbs and, cat litter fragments, not poop, but from the litter box, or I don't know, I'm trying to think what else might be on people's hard floors that they're walking across because they haven't swept. We need dishes to eat off of. We need, the baby's crawling across a carpet that hasn't been vacuumed in a while, and she's getting gunk all over her clothes. All these things start to happen, and you start to realize, the house does need some maintenance. Boy, I thought somehow, by all the advice I've been given, I thought somehow the house was gonna more or less just like not fall apart. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be living in a magazine home, but somehow we were just gonna have laundry to wear. Somehow we were just gonna have dishes to eat off of. And I was supposed to be able to just play with my kids and everything be fine. No, you have to do house maintenance, and sometimes that means you have to tell your kid you can't play with them right now. And that has been hard for me to find balance on. I feel like I do a pretty good job. I do. I play with my kids a lot. I imagine with them a lot. I pretend with them a lot. Like, not just puzzles, but like I get down there and I become a transformer with them, and we fight bad guys together. We do all the things. But I have found that the more I do those things with my kids, the more they depend on me to be able to play. So if I'm playing with them a lot, then I find that they somehow, if they are off on their own, sometimes they think that they can't do it without mommy. They can't pretend by themselves. And so I have found it's actually necessary for their own childhood vitality, their own mental well-being, their independence. It's actually necessary for me to tell them, no, I won't play with them sometimes. Even if I didn't have housework to do, there need to be times where I tell them, no, I won't play with them, because they need to understand that their imaginations work too, and that they can play without mommy. And that's really hard. Every time I tell my kid, no, I won't play with them, I feel like I'm killing a million older moms who all are telling me, you know, these voices in my head saying, play with your child, the housework will wait. Always play with your child. And I feel like they're just all dying inside of me whenever I tell my kid, no, I won't play with you right now. And it's hard, and I feel like I'm doing something wrong by telling my kid, you never tell your child, no, you won't play with them. But no, sometimes you got to tell your kid, no, you won't play with them. And you got to do self-care, or you got to do house care, because they don't do themselves. And that's another thing that's hard for moms to realize, is that yourself does not just get taken care of. You got to take care of yourself. And that's another hard one. So I dropped my kids off with Grandma. I'm going to go inside and take a nap because I was up 3 times last night with various children. I'm going to go inside and take a nap, and then I'm going to take care of my house, which is work, which isn't really self-care, which is tedious. But then I can be more relaxed because I won't be tripping over toys and walking across crunchy floors and digging through laundry baskets for things to wear. I will be more relaxed. My kids will be more relaxed. My husband will be more relaxed. The family will be whole because I did housework. Because I wasn't playing with my kids. I was taking care of myself and taking care of the house. Tomorrow, I will play with my kids some more. Probably tonight. Tonight, I will play with my kids some more. But sometimes you have to tell your kids, no, you won't play with them. And basically, I just wanted to get on here and give myself permission, but also give other moms permission to say, no, the housework doesn't always wait. Sometimes you have to clean the house. Sometimes you have to take care of yourself. Sometimes you have to tell your kid no, whether that means I'm not going to play with you right now, or whether that means you've been holding a clingy, teething baby for like 8 hours straight and you just feel like you're going to lose your mind because you can't take it anymore, and you have to set the baby down and just let the baby cry, and you have to get a little bit of space and breathe and drink a cup of coffee or whatever it is. You don't, yes, your baby needs you, but you don't always have to hold your crying baby. Like, please don't watch this video and then go neglect your child. Like, don't neglect your baby, but moms need permission. We need to give ourselves permission, and sometimes we need to hear it from other moms. We need permission to set our babies down. We need permission to tell our kids, no, we won't play with them, because all we hear from other moms is, no, you never tell your child no. You always choose the child over the housework, or you always choose to hold the fussy baby over yourself. Your child needs you. Hold your baby. You can't spoil a baby. Hold them all they want. Hold them 24/7. Well, sometimes you feel like you're going to go crazy because you've been holding a baby for 24 hours. And while I do love baby snuggles, I co-sleep, I love snuggling my baby, I love holding my baby. Sometimes I need some space from my baby. Sometimes I feel like a terrible human being for what I'm about to say, but sometimes I get so tired of holding my baby, and I just need permission to set my baby down and walk away and let her cry. And that doesn't make me a bad mom. I am a great mom. I'm gonna say that about myself. I'm gonna acknowledge that I'm a really good mom. But as a good mom, one of the things I can give my kids to help them have a good childhood, one of the things I can give them is a whole, well mommy. And sometimes the way for me to be whole and the way for me to be well is to set my baby down and walk away. Sometimes it's to choose the housework over playing with the kids. Sometimes it's telling my kids, no, I won't play with them. And sometimes that is exactly what everybody in the situation needs. And I just have to give myself permission And I wanted to make this video to let any other moms who might be feeling the same things, having the same guilt complexes, just let them know, you know what? You're allowed. You're allowed to clean your house. You're allowed to set your crying baby down. You're allowed to not always play with your kids every time they ask. You're allowed. So, I don't know if anybody else needed that, but I needed that. And I'm going to get out of my car and go inside and take a nap and clean my house. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.